Yes, we are back with another video. Look at this. New phone, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video. Fucking fly. I swear already, brilliant. But yeah, I got a new phone, so the camera quality might be a bit better. Because it's just, what is it now? What, do I have an XR? Now I've got an 11, I think. I'm gonna just got a bet come through. Yeah, it wasn't good news, but bet's not coming in. Brilliant. But yeah, so today I'm just gonna quickly talk you through how much weight I gained on holiday, what I did on holiday to try and not gain as much weight as I have done, and how you can kind of like implement this, but also still have a good time on your holidays. So yeah, sit back, enjoy, like the video, subscribe, and let's go. To start off with though, I went from, so when I first got there on holiday, I had been not really on a diet, I've just been really active. I was eating about 2,500 calories, so I weren't eating like minimal calories at all, so that also gave me a bit of a buffer, which is also a bit of a tip. Try and get to your physique, and then about a couple of weeks before you go on holiday, try and up your calories. So say, instead of eating 2,000 calories going into the holiday, try and get it up to about 2,500 beforehand, extra 500 calories then, because that's what I've done. So I looked like this before, so this was about 69 kg, I think, around about there. I'll say it was about 68, 69. And then towards the end of the holiday, well, actually the day I got back, I was looking like this. So this is the final day. This is what I was looking like towards the end, and how I didn't really move. And then this was exactly 71 kilo. So a combined total, I'd say about 2.5 kilo I put on, which, you know, a lot of water weight, stuff like that. Fantastic, really. You know, you always want to put on weight, and for saying not fantastic, because ideally you don't want to lose any, and you can go on a holiday and not lose put on any, and you can go on holiday and not put any weight. I'm not saying that, but for what I ate, how I took a holiday, like I wanted to be relaxed, do what the fuck I wanted to do, I'm happy with this, and this is what I did. Okay, so what I did, number one, is probably one of the most important ones, is that I still got cardio in, okay? So I only went to the gym twice in 2 weeks whilst I was on a holiday. This is just because, one, it was quite hard to find a gym in Mallorca near me, and two, I just kind of need a bit of a break. Like, I've been killing the gym so much, working a lot, being very active. I just kind of needed a bit of like a chill out. I did go twice in between, I say, so that kind of kept some strength there. And also the fact I did put on weight also let me keep my strength a bit when I got back. But yeah, like the main thing was cardio. So pretty much, I think it was more every other day, but pretty much every day I would go for a 5k run, or go for a swim, or just get my steps in, something like that. Something a bit just to get my heart rate up for about half an hour. Nothing too crazy, but that allowed me to burn about 300 to 400 calories, which also just kept my heart rate up for a longer period, so I was burning more after. So like I say, let's say 350 calories burn. Now, it's not amazing, it's not loads. You could probably just have a couple of chocolate bars and that's done it. But it's helping, and it's keeping you active throughout the day. It's not just about how many calories you burn, it's just about staying active. And you're not just lugging around, you're putting them extra calories you are eating to good use. I would say keep going to the gym. I would say that. I think that, again, the extra calories you are eating will help in that. But what I did was just get some cardio in. Just burn them extra calories. It just helps in the long term. So say if I'm burning, it's like an extra 1,500 to 2,000 calories a week I was burning just from calories. Plus all the sweat and stuff, you're probably burning more, especially in a hotter country. So definitely say, get your cardio in, okay? Just keep it in. It makes you feel better as well, and it makes you feel more like you've earned it, if you get me. Even though you shouldn't worry about stuff like that, you've earned your fucking food. Okay, tip number 2, and these are all really important, but this one really did help as well. It was fasting, okay? Oh, I got something on my tongue. What I would do is I would not eat until minimum 12 o'clock. That would be my first time I have my meal. This just makes it so you can eat all your meals in a short window, so you feel more full, okay? If I went out, because I didn't want to eat, you know, thousands of calories over what I would eat normally every day. I didn't want to be doing that. So what I would do is wait till 12 o'clock, you know, just chill out in the morning. I'm not really that hungry anyway till about 12. This would then give me a bit less of a time to eat, which would make my meals closer. And also, so it allows me to eat more calories later on, because in the day and stuff, I wouldn't eat loads. It would be more when you go out for meals at night, plus the alcohol and drinking, where the calories would start to come in. If I taper it down in the day, then that gives me more of a buffer to eat at night. And this, like I say, this also ties in with, in the day, personally, I'm more of a nighttime eater when I go on holiday. I am at home, really. So what I try to do is eat healthier in the day, eat a lower calorie meals, like I would have probably some kind of salad, or just a sandwich or something in the day. You know, just keep me going. but then I wouldn't, you know, probably wouldn't eat that much calories in the day. Just some stuff to keep me full. Satiating foods, high protein. You got your eggs, salads, very satiating foods. I'd eat these so it would allow for me to have a bigger buffer to go in with at night, which, you know, in turn, it just helps throughout the day. What I would do as well is have a little snack before you go out as well, because if you're not eating loads in the day, you might get to the meal and you'll be starving, and then that's where you just snack out. So what I would do is have just get some protein in, satiating foods, have a little snack before you go out so you're not as hungry. And then, yeah, you won't eat as much, but it also, if you do, you've got that buffer. With the cardio and the not as many calories eaten in the day, you're sorted. But I am now going to get into a nice, juicy leg workout. I'm going to talk you through that leg workout and we'll get back to all this holiday malarkey after. But yeah, let's go to a leg workout edit. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay guys, so here we go into the leg workout, just different off from the actual talk about the holiday, just to add a bit of something different. So, leg day here, starting off with squats. Now, I have not been doing squats that often, to be honest, but it feels really good to be getting back into them. I did have a lower back injury. So before this, I did a top set of 100 kilos for 5 reps, I think it was. And now we are on for 90 kilo, a bit of a back off set, aiming for about 10 reps here. So what I tried to do, as soon as I hit 6 reps on my other set, I bump up the weight. And then as soon as I hit 10 reps, which I have done here, I will bump up the weight just about 5 kilo. So next time I'll come up to 95 kilo and try and get that. So taking it really steady, making sure I'm wearing my belt. Not going too low because I feel like I push off with my lower back too much. But still getting a good volume, I think, here. I mean, good depth. So quite a decent weight for saying I haven't squatted in about 4 to 5 months. My max is probably about 140 to 150. I can't remember exactly what it was. So we're slowly going to build that up over a long period of time. But yeah, really controlling it on the way down. Not just jumping the weight down. Nice and controlled and nice and strong on the way back up. Tell you what, 10 reps on a squat is not nice. I can tell you that for a fact. Next, moving on, we have a hamstring variation. So we have got the hamstring curl. As you can see what I'm doing here, I'm not swinging the weight after I'm coming up. You can see I'm holding that weight for about 1 to 2 seconds. Really squeezing that weight and squeezing my hamstrings. There's a longer contraction on my... Look at this girl laugh, by the way, when this woman comes past. Look, when she walks past again, watch this. She looks at me and laughs. No, she looks over, bitch. I'm joking. It's funny anyway. But yeah, you can see my reps are lasting about 4 to 4 seconds, whereas a lot of people, you know, they're there for about 2 seconds. But I'm holding that there, slowly coming back up. It's about 4 or 5 seconds. Really feeling that on the hamstring. Okay, you don't want to be using your lower back to swing. So that's really how you want to perform these exercises. It's probably actually pretty perfect, to be honest. Again, 2 working sets, 1 lower rep, 1 higher rep. Now I move on to a sus one. It's a Smith leg machine, because leg press machine at my gym is shite. So what you have to do is twisting the weight up. As you can see, I'm going for more of an all-out set here, so that's why the reps are quite fast. Normally I do slow it down for my lower set. This is where I'm hitting about 15 to 20 reps. So I'm going quite a lot harder, but I'm just trying to like keep constant tension on my quads. That's why there's barely minimum rest, and as soon as I get to the top, I'm coming straight back into it. So it's why quite fast reps. I always like to do a set of about 8 to 10, and then a set of about 15 to 20. So I'm going up to them higher rep periods. I just think with the leg press it's really good. Now, hip thrust. You do not want to underestimate a hip thrust. They are really good. Boys and girls can do them. I know a lot of guys think it's just a girl exercise, but it's really not. So you really want to focus at the top, squeezing them glutes, not just going through the motions of A to B, really feeling them muscles, really squeezing them hamstrings there, getting yourself in position. Also, it practices your shagging game pretty good. I feel like I can get with a lot of bigger weight of a girl ever since. No, I'm joking, I'm talking absolute shite. But yeah, I do 2 sets again, one about 6 to 8, and then one between 10 and 15. I also did some leg extensions after this, but I forgot to record, and we finally moved on some calf raises. I differ up. Sometimes one session I'll go heavy, about 8 reps, another one I'll go about 15, just to like experience different rep ranges. 2 second hold at the bottom, as you can see, 2 second hold at the top, especially at the bottom because we don't spend a lot of time in plantar flexion. dorsiflexion, sorry. But yeah, you can see my my calves looking quite juicy. But yeah, that is a leg session, guys. So we're going to get back onto the holiday chat about how to stay on track on holiday. I hope you like this voiceover. Probably do a bit more of these. My voice is going, so it's probably why I sound really boring. But yeah, anyway, catch you in a bit. Yeah, boy. Tip number 3, and this is one that can either make or break, is your alcohol consumption, okay? I'm not talking about how much you drink. You're on holiday. Drink what you want. I'm not here to judge you. I love a drink. But what I'm saying is what the type of drinks you do drink, okay? So if you're drinking pints all day, you know, you could, in a pint of beer, you could be looking at 200 to 250 calories, which is a lot. You have 4 pints, which is steady. You're talking 1,000 calories deep. So what you want to do is try and have a couple pints. I'm not saying don't. If you want to, go do it. But what I would drink is spirits, with diet mixers. So you say your vodka diet cokes, your gin and diet lemonade, stuff like this, okay? You know, you almost half in the calories in each of them drinks, and you're still getting drunk. Like, if you want to have that feeling of getting drunk, you still will be getting drunk. And also cocktails as well. Cocktails do add up because you've got all the high sugary juices. Probably the best cocktails to have are probably a mojito. They're probably the lowest calorie, I think, anyway, but double check, but I'm pretty sure they are, if you were going to have cocktails. But again, you're on holiday, you want to have cocktails. I'll keep emphasising this point that you are there to have a good time. So if you want to go and splurge out like this, absolutely fine, go do it. I've done it before, and I did do it this holiday still. It's not like I didn't. But what I'm saying is, if you want to try and keep on track on your diet, I'm just here to try and help you with stuff like that. Alcohol consumption, diet mixers with spirits is probably the best way to go for your overall, you know, a lot of the time. Okay, and finally, this is the final thing to say. It's not even a tip, but the final thing to say on all this is go and have fun. You are on holiday, okay? This is one of the main things you have to enjoy. You know, a lot of people, including yourselves who are watching this, have worked hard for your holiday. You know, go and enjoy yourself. You know, you might have 2 weeks crap and you might put on some weight. You can lose that weight off. A lot of it is water weight, not even fat. There will be fat gain, there's going to be. Overall, it's not going to be that much. And I wouldn't stress about that. I'll look back when I'm older and think, oh right, I had a mint time that holiday, ate some wonderful foods, did what I wanted to do, didn't feel guilty, rather than think, oh right, yeah, I stuck to my diet well then, but now I'm down the line and I don't look the same. So, you know, go and have fun. That's the main thing. Don't worry about it all. And that's probably the main point to take from this, is not to feel guilty and enjoy your time. Just be careful, okay? Be reasonable with it all. That's all I can say.